I found a floor that should not exist. I found the files. I found my own unit's file. And then I heard a voice behind a closed door that made everything I thought I understood about how I got here collapse completely. What the building wants. Part 3 of 4. I don't panic. Panic kills people. I go back to the elevator and I think, the permit database showed a floor above mine. The elevator doesn't go there. But elevators have service modes. I find the access panel on the elevator wall behind a thin strip of metal that lifts with a pen. The service controls are simple. I press the top floor option that doesn't show on the normal panel. The elevator moves. The doors open onto a hallway that is not like any other floor in this building. The walls are bare concrete. The lights are dim and blue. And the smell. I have smelled that smell before in operating theaters. It is the smell of something being kept very clean so that something else very messy can happen there. I step out. The hallway stretches in both directions. I go left because left has light coming from under a door. I push the door open. It is a room full of files. Not digital paper files, physical folders stacked floor to ceiling on metal shelves. I pull one out. It has a name, a photo, an entry date, and a column of dates after that. The final date in each file is labeled completion. I flip through 3 more files. Each one is a person. Each one has a photo of someone who looks healthy and ordinary. Each one has an entry date and a completion date. I find the file for my unit. The previous occupant, entry date 2 years ago, completion date 14 months ago. I stand with that file in my hands and I understand what happened to the person who lived in my apartment before me. I understand what this building is. It is not a home, it is a facility. The residents are not tenants, they are subjects. And the hospital gave me a deal on this apartment because someone at the hospital is connected to this place. That thought hits me like cold water. I set the file down. I take out my phone to photograph everything. My phone has no signal, no Wi-Fi bars, nothing. The floor is shielded. I start putting folders into my coat, as many as I can carry. Then I hear the elevator move. Someone called it to this floor. I press myself against the shelving and I wait. The elevator opens. 2 people walk into the hallway. The first is a man in a charcoal suit, silver, white hair, moving without any sound at all. I have seen him before. I realize where and it locks my whole body. He was in the lobby the night I moved in. I thought he was a resident. He smiled at me. The same smile he is wearing right now in the hallway. The second person is the concierge. The concierge I have spoken to 30 times in 3 months. The concierge who always asked how I was sleeping and nodded when I said badly. They stop outside the file room. The man in the suit says something very quietly. The concierge nods and moves toward the file room door. I stop breathing. The concierge pushes the door open and looks around the room. His eyes pass over the shelving unit where I am pressed flat and hidden by shadow. He looks for exactly 4 seconds. Then he pulls the door shut again. I hear their footsteps move down the hall. I hear a door open and close. Silence. I count to 60 and I step back into the hallway. At the far end, the door they entered is closed. Light leaks under it. Then from behind that door I hear something that rewrites everything I thought I understood about what was happening to the patients in my ER. I hear a voice I recognize. A woman's voice, calm, giving numbers like a doctor in the middle of a procedure. And it is the voice of the cardiologist who supervised my residency. The woman who wrote my letter of recommendation for this building. The woman who told me it was a great deal and to trust her. I had one person in my life who knew I was coming here. One person who made sure I came here. I am not in this building by accident. I was placed here. My unit number was already on that list before I ever moved in. My completion date was always 3 days from now. I have been the subject from the beginning. And the message I received. The one sent to the wrong number. It was not sent to the wrong number at all. Someone inside this building sent it to me on purpose. Someone in here is trying to get me out. I hear footsteps coming back down the hall fast, toward me. I turned to run and the elevator doors were already open. Standing inside was the man in the charcoal suit. He was not running. He was waiting, and his black eyes held no hurry at all. That's it for part 3. Follow Untold Lores for part 4. Like and subscribe for daily stories.